Junior Will Patera has found himself hooked with a passion for fishing, an activity he finds himself constantly coming back to as a second home. It is not rare to find Patera off the shore wetting a line in his free time. Patera became snagged on the idea of fishing back in South Carolina.
Basically, I started fishing probably 4 or 5 years ago. I think I was 12 when I started. I used to live in South Carolina. My dad was the one who mainly got me to start fishing. He'd take me out to, his boss used to have a pond, so he'd take us there sometimes. I didn't mainly get into it until I moved to Nebraska. My cousins here would take me around to a couple ponds and stuff. And ever since I quit baseball, that's just where most of my hobbies and times have gone to.
Patera found a way to intertwine his love for fishing with school by starting Anglers Club here at Millard West. The club was formed last year, but due to weather conditions, their involvement has been delayed. Nonetheless, Patera is always in contact to set up new meetings and teach new fishers different techniques. Patera has caught a variety of types of fish, but he primarily focuses on bass fishing, which has led to even a tattoo of the fish on his arm, showing his dedication for the activity.
I think one of the biggest catches I've had was at it's a secret, but it was at actually a public pond/lake, but I was on a kayak. I think it's called like a Hobie kayak, ones with like the pedals on them and stuff, but I was just kind of throwing around a lure, and it felt like a snag basically. It was like it felt like a big log, and then I was like, whoa, my line's moving, and it took me a little while to get it in, but I think it was I don't even remember. It was like a 5.5 pound bass. I don't remember the exact weight, but it was definitely one of my biggest.
Fishing provides motivation for Patera each time he comes back to the water.
What got me into it the most was probably the idea of always catching something bigger. There's always something bigger out there. There's always something new to learn when it comes to fishing, especially with areas, lures, the types of lures you use for specific areas, colors, everything like that. Like I said, the main thing that gets me to keep going out there is there's always something better, and I just chase it basically.
Will Patera has found himself hook, line, and sinker and continues to find himself with a fish in hand. This has been Bailey Christensen and Cody Bennett with the MWHS Wildcat News.